UN envoy to Yemen has described ongoing peace talks between the government and rebels as constructive. The comments came at the end of the second day of talks in Kuwait. The UN envoy said that there was consensus on strengthening a ceasefire, which began on April the 11th, but he did admit that the situation in Yemen's third city Taiz, where clashes have continued, was difficult. TRT World was able to ask Taiz residents for their opinions on the ceasefire and the siege on the city by the Houthi rebels.
We had high hopes for the ceasefire. We thought we would have more stability and that people would be able to come back home to Taiz. But unfortunately, there was no truce. And hours after the truce came into effect, 2 shells landed in the city and wounded several people. Whenever they announce a truce, the shelling and firing increases in Taiz.
Everyone is equal here in terms of suffering. Everyone suffers from the scourge of the siege, the lack of food and medicine, and also not being able to communicate with our families. For more than 9 months, we haven't seen our families and children, and we've been living in dire economic and psychological straits. Children aren't playing in these streets anymore.